Hello lovelies, welcome to the channel. So I have an art journal process video for you today, and I think it's the first one I've posted in a while, thanks to the 100-day project that I may or may not have fallen a little behind in. So anyway, today I am using some of my new Colour Blast Artist inks. I love these things. Now, if you missed my exciting announcement a few weeks ago at the beginning of the month, I am on the new 2018 to 2019 Colour Blast design team. And as part of that, I got a kit full of products sent out to me to do some projects with. And if you've watched any of my videos, you know that the first thing I like to do when I get new products is to test them out and just play with them. So before I set about doing some design team projects, I wanted to have a bit of a play. And so the best place to do that is, of course, my good old art journal. So I grabbed out some of the inks. Now this is the Colour Artist ink in Sunburn, which is that orange, and the Barley, which is the yellow. And yeah, I had a bit of a play. Now, I went with these two colours because it would have been so easy for me to grab the Lime and the Calypso, because we know they're my go-to colours. But we know I've been trying to branch out of my regular colour palette and try and, branch out of it. And this page definitely did that, I think. So the colours are definitely on the other end of the spectrum as to what I tend to use. So I was excited for that. So I've just started with a wet page. I've sprayed some water on my page, and then I've dropped some of the inks on there and then added more water just to see how they move and blend. And then I've got out my paintbrush to just help it move a little bit. Now obviously, with any water-based product, the more water you add, the lighter that colour is going to be. The more of the product you add, the darker and richer that colour is. And these inks are beautiful for that. You can get varying degrees of that tint. So I was just playing with, especially in that Sunburn, just adding more just to see what kind of colours I could get. And a background is a background, so once I was happy with that, I went and got some of my stamps. Now this is a stamp set again from Colour Blast. This didn't come in my design team kit. This was actually, Colour Blast have recently started a mixed media kit, and they send out a kit full of papers and supplies and all sorts of fun stuff, and an instruction booklet of how to make these layouts and things that they have in there. And this was one of the products that I got in one of my first kits. I've gotten 3 so far, and yeah, this was one of the stamps in this. I thought I'd give it, I haven't used it as yet, so I thought I'd give it a go. It's a really great stitch circle stamp. I absolutely love it. So then this is just another one of my new stencils. I love these big chunky crosses here, so I love to use these because it adds a big bold element of whatever colour you choose, and my go-to is always black, and this is the Colour Blast Heavy Gesso. It's a really good black, solid black, and I really like that on an art journal page, especially when you're going for a pop of something bold. My go-to is always a good black heavy gesso. This is the monkey coming in to join in. He wanted to do some as well, and that was his little finger pointing to where he thought I needed some more crosses. And so yeah, I give him my makeup sponge. Actually, we go through a few makeup sponges because I'm testing new ones. I don't like them. I like the wedges, I've decided. Gonna stick with my wedges. And yes, it's also easier for a little 6-year-old to handle a makeup wedge. So yes, we're just adding some of these crosses. And my mojo was a little lacking, I found. Once I had this all done, I was stuck. We know how much I love to add a focal image, and I didn't want to cover up too much of this background because I really liked it. I was surprised by how much I liked these colours together, even though it's completely different to what I'm used to. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it. Oh, and then of course, if you've got the black out, we may as well add some black splatters. So I was teaching the monkey how to get some good splatters, and just adding some water to that gesso. I think I put some gesso on a stamp block, adding some water, and then just flicking a good old paintbrush over it. I was trying a new technique. I saw someone, I can't even remember where, I think it was a YouTube video, and they were pinching the brush between their fingers to get really fat droplets. That's what I really want. I'm great at the little ones. You flick the paintbrush around, you get lots of little splatters, but I wanted some really big drops. wasn't having much luck. So I thought I'd give it a try. It wasn't exactly a success, but I think that might be more user error than the technique. So I have high hopes for that technique. So then, yeah, as I was saying, at first I was a bit stuck for what I was going to do to finish the page. I didn't want to leave it. I wanted to add something to it. So, you know, while the mojo was lacking, get out a paint pen and doodle a border, see if anything comes to me. So in the end, what I decided to do is I have another new stencil that I got, and it has a bunch of phrases on it. Now, they're only small. It's not a very big stencil, but there were some nice phrases on there that I thought were great for an art journal page. And so I get some more black gesso, and I decide to use that as my focal image. It's not really a central focal image as such. It's I think I do 3 different little phrases. The first one is a bit of a fail because my stenciling technique was terrible, but it's an art journal page, and as I tell my son in the past, and as he keeps reminding me that I tell him, there is no wrong in art. There are no mistakes in art, so we're just going to go with it. And I'm trying to read what it says. There is beauty in simplicity, which I thought was perfect for this page, and I was going to leave it at that, but there was a few other phrases on there that I liked, so I decided to add it in 2 other locations, and yeah, I'm going to call that my page. I was really happy with how this turned out. I love the bold black against this sunburn and barley. I just love the way this page came out. It was completely different to, well, not completely different obviously, but the colours were just different for what I usually go to, and I like that about this page. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll be back real soon with a new one. Bye for now.